Did you know in Norway there's an urban legend about a road sign that changes direction every night? And locals say if you follow it, you won't end up where you started? The story follows a delivery driver who was crossing a remote mountain road during a snowstorm when he noticed a sign pointing toward a town he'd never heard of before, even though he had driven that route for years and knew every village along the highway. And at first he assumed it was a temporary detour sign placed by road crews, but something about it felt strange because the sign looked old, weathered, and covered in rust, as if it had been standing there for decades. And when he passed the same spot again the following night, the sign was still there, but now it pointed in the opposite direction, toward a different town that also didn't exist on any map, and curiosity eventually got the better of him. So one night, he followed the sign down a narrow road winding through the snowy mountains, expecting it to reconnect with the main highway. But the farther he drove, the quieter everything became, until even the sound of the wind seemed to disappear. And after nearly 20 minutes, he spotted lights in the distance and felt relieved, thinking he had reached a small village. Except every house was dark, every street was empty, and every parked car looked decades old, covered in dust despite the falling snow. And when he stepped out of his truck, he noticed something even stranger. The clocks visible through the house windows were all stopped at exactly the same time, 11:47. And as he stood there trying to understand what he was seeing, every clock suddenly started ticking at once, and the lights inside every house switched on together, revealing dozens of people standing silently behind the windows, already looking directly at him.